Hello everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott and I'm redoing the intro because I don't think my first intro has taken place. Today we're clearing some of our land. We're going back into the forest a little bit, and you know, I've told people before, if you need to go to the gym, I can save you a bunch of money. Just come out here. We're definitely getting a workout today, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and kind of show you what's going on in I imagine there'll be a video following. You'll see what the property looked like before I started and now here, and maybe I'll split this out. Alrighty, hopefully that turned out. I tried one of my time-lapse modes, and we'll just see how that works. Right now I'm going to stop using my two-wheel tractor. I'm going to break out my chainsaw, and then we'll weed out some more of those trees, and I'll have to drag some more out, and then we'll see how it looks. Be back in a minute. Okay, if I split it out, it's split, but this is what the property is kind of looking like now. And I'm gonna flip the camera around so you all can see. All right, so I came through with my two-wheel tractor over there, and I cleared a bunch of the bramble out. Then I came back through with my chainsaw and cleared some more of the smaller trees out, chopped them up, and now my wife Mary over there, say hi Mary. Hi. Is doing what she does best, which is burning things. The plan here is to get this area cleaned out. You see this crooked tree here? I'm going to try and take it down either today or tomorrow. That's going to be exciting. And I've got another, the thinner pine tree here, I think I'm going to take down. And that's about a 40-foot tree. But our goal is to get this area cleared out. And then I can get my tractor and other stuff in here. And I can swing back along here and start clearing out more stuff. The property has a lot of bramble and a lot of sapling trees that just need to come down. And then once I open it up, it'll let more sunlight in here and it'll let me grow more things. A lot of these fallen logs here are because I had to cut some trees down to install my HF antenna. It actually goes back into the woods for quite a bit, and you can hardly see it. It's black wire. It's almost invisible, but I had to make a path for it. And so slowly I'm gonna start from over here and then work my way around and then come back through here and then back over that way a little bit. And then once I get kind of this area cleared, then I can push back even further. One of the things that we're trying to do, or I'm trying to do, is a lot of these trees are leaning, we'll say, the right way. And with a little bit of help, I can direct them into the areas I just cleared out, so it'll allow me to take down taller trees without endangering my home or my vehicles or my sheds. And it just takes a little thinking, a little doing, but you got to kind of clear these paths first so that the bigger trees have a place to fall. If they don't, then they'll fall into another tree, and you may have what they call a widowmaker, where one tree gets stuck in the branches of another tree, and it's often very dangerous to take that down. And so I'm trying to avoid that. But as I clear back, I can take down taller trees by giving them a place to fall, and then we can chop them up and either save them for firewood, or we can burn them in our wood pile. That's a lot of fun too. So anyhow, just checking in. When I get ready, right now I'm just moving a lot of logs and branches around, not a whole lot of exciting stuff, but when I get ready to take down that bigger tree, maybe I'll set the camera up again. So that's all I got for now, and maybe a little more later. We'll see you. All right, everyone, I think we've had enough for one day. Chopped down some trees, cleared some brush. Here's the wood from that one big tree. We'll decide what we're going to do with that later. Mary's been burning through the brush pile, and we'll probably continue that tomorrow. It was a good day. Got a lot done. Grateful for the tools we have to do the things that we need to do. Part of leading the homestead or preparedness lifestyle is it takes work. And if you look at what we did today, if you look behind me, actually what I'll do is I'll just flip the camera around so I can see what I'm showing you. If you look at what we did today, got a lot cleared, a lot done. You know, part of it doesn't look like much, but there was a lot of work here. A lot of little trees, a lot of grubbing and shrubbing and cutting down some stumps. And I want to, you know, tomorrow we'll probably go over here and start on this area. This has got some stuff that was falling down before me and some of the stuff I cut down, but I'll start moving back through here and continue to thin all these little trees out. And so we get this much space here. I'm thinking this little patch of ground here probably gets at least 6 hours of sun a day. It's on the north side of our property, and so from the time the sun comes above the treetops until it sets, we get sun right here. Very good. Alrighty, back to me. So you saw I had a lot of implements out. I had my 2-wheel tractor out, I had my John Deere tractor out, I had my chainsaw out, and I want to take a moment and talk about safety. Now, I've been messing with machinery, heavy machinery, aircraft, industrial equipment, chainsaws for many, many, many years. And so I understand how they work and how dangerous they can be. And just because you see me do it doesn't mean you can do it. Because when I do this stuff, a lot of thought goes into what I do. I spend a lot of time just standing there looking at something like that tree I took down and deciding how I was going to take it down without damaging myself or my property. And as you can see, it went right to plan. So, you know, in looking at this, let me get out of the sun. Sorry about that. There's a lot that goes on. There's a lot to homesteading, you know. And again, for you folks that are talking about wanting to get out on that vacant piece of land and think you're going to homestead in a year, well, you can see how long it's taking me, and I have some equipment. Not a lot, but I do have some equipment, and it just takes time. We're going to continue to push back into the woods. We'll open this up. We'll make room for brambles like blackberries. We'll have elderberry. We'll have some medicinal herbs growing. We'll have a garden growing. But it takes time. And so if you are thinking, you know, gee, when the stuff hits the fan, I'm going to run into the woods and I'm going to start a homestead, maybe not. You know, not unless you got one that's already set up. And we started here, all we had was a patch of ground, maybe twice the size of the home we live in. We had a septic tank, and that was it. We had to have the land cleared more. We had to have it leveled. We had to have the foundations put in. We had to have the house put on it. We had to run utilities. I've got probably somewhere between the neighborhood of 80 to 100 tons of gravel laid down right now. That's just to make my driveway passable for most vehicles. You know, out here, if it's too muddy or it looks too muddy, UPS, USPS, all of them, they won't deliver to your house. And if you're depending on stuff to show up at your house, then you need to have a good way to get in and get out. And so, you know, I really don't consider myself a prepper. I really consider myself more of a homesteader. We go out and we work our land, we work our property, we try to make it work for us. It takes time, and it takes effort, it takes energy. And so, you know, this is something you can't buy your way out of. I mean, even like I said, I have a tractor and stuff. There's still a lot of manual labor involved. There's still a lot of workout. You know, people say, well, I've got to go to the gym. No, you just need to come to my house. I will give you a workout. And so, but that's it for today. We may do some more tomorrow, or maybe do some more Wednesday. It just depends on the weather and everything else. We're, you know, not in a hurry, so to speak, but we're trying to get things done. We may or may not get a garden in this year, but if we don't get it in this year, it'll be ready for next year for sure. So anyhow, everybody out there, enjoy the cool weather. Check your preps. You know, bad things are happening out there. You know, a lot of people are really got their panties in the wad over this Iranian stuff. A lot of people are boosting up their alert levels. And really the way I feel about it is, for most of us, or probably the people that watch my channel anyhow, I don't think we'll be overly affected. Yeah, there may be some gas shortages or maybe some food shortages, but in general, I don't think we're going to be overly affected. Now, if you watch my channel and you're in a high population area, yeah, you might get affected. I can see that because it seems that the terrorists like to go after large population centers, and you know, us folks out here in a little populated area, you know, they can't do as much, they can't create as much fear, and that's what terrorism is creating fear. They can't create a whole lot of fear out here because there's not a lot of people to scare. But on the other side, you know, make sure you have food, make sure you have water, make sure you have a way to maintain sanitary conditions, and make sure you have a way to defend yourself. I'm not saying you have to go full battle rattle, but you know, take care of yourself. Make sure you have food. If you don't have food stores, go to the store and buy some beans and buy some rice. Beans and rice, rice and beans. It'll keep you alive. So that's all I got for today, everyone. I hope everybody has a safe day, and stay safe and stay secure, and we'll see you.